Car, doy.
They're probably wrong. Mark Levin is on the radio.
Public service announcement. I mean, I've only been doing this, it'll soon be 22 years, right, Mr. Producer? If you're a Putin lover, you're not listening to the right show.
Okay.
If you're a Putin lover, you're not listening to the right show. There's plenty of other shows to listen to. This is the wrong show. I despise Vladimir Putin, the old KGB'er. He's got nuclear missiles aimed at our country, and for some reason there are pukes in our movement, pukes in the Republican Party, and yes, pukes in the Democrat Party that have their heads so far up his ass it's coming out of their right nostril. I don't know why. I don't give a damn either. I could care less. If you support a Palestinian state, you are listening to the wrong show, man. I can tell you that right now. And what you see going on in our streets and our colleges and universities underscores the point, doesn't it? Yes, it does. And if you don't believe in defending Taiwan like Goldwater did and Reagan did and every conservative before them did and around them did, you're listening to the wrong show. Maybe you should listen to NPR.
No.
But not to me. This is all pro-American, all red-blooded American, all the time. And we don't go by the flight of fancy, factionalism, all that bullcrap. And the people who do have no guts whatsoever, they have no principles whatsoever, despite the fact they get on the microphone or on TV and tell you how great they are and that you ought to follow them. No, don't follow them. You'll wish you didn't. Nowadays, $20 barely gets you a hamburger and fries, or maybe a quarter tank of gas. Bidenomics. You know what? It'll get you through $20 a month, just $20 a month. You get unlimited talk, text, and plenty of 5G data. Well, you know what? I'm not doing Pure Talk any favors and mismanage the clock. So let's deal with that when we come back, and I'll be right back.
Accomplishing goals is hard, but when your goal is to learn a new language, Babbel makes it easy. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel's award-winning language learning app will help you start speaking another language. Start having conversations in as little as 3 weeks.
Comment tu t'appelles? Comment tu t'appelles? Vous êtes où?
Vous êtes où? Babbel's bite-sized lessons make it easy to learn words and phrases you'll actually use. So when someone asks, how's your French going? You can say,
Babbel est amusant et facilite grandement l'apprentissage d'une nouvelle langue. Et cela ne prend que 15 minutes par jour.
When you want to really learn another language, it starts with Babbel. Now try Babbel free. Just text radio to 64,000. Text radio to 64,000 to try Babbel for free. Text radio to 64,000.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/radio. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at HIMS, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/radio and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. hims.com/radio.
Access to legal advocacy is critical to ensuring that Bay Area residents living in poverty can assert their rights to create stability for themselves and their families. To help, visit baylegal.org.
Talk Radio 560 KSFO San Francisco, KSAN HD2 San Mateo, a Cumulus media station. That is Stone. Go to MamaBearLegalForms.com to complete your will now and have 20% off with the promo code Ramsey. MamaBearLegalForms.com, code Ramsey. There are 24 hours in a day, so your team needs to streamline tasks that are at times suck with NetSuite by Oracle. NetSuite is the #1 cloud financial system, bringing all your major business processes into one platform. So join the more than 37,000 smart companies like Ramsey Solutions that are boosting efficiency with NetSuite, and download NetSuite's KPI checklist for free at netsuite.com/Ramsey.
KEIB Los Angeles, Patriot AM 1150. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, sports, talk, and podcasts. Free never sucks.
A multi-million-dollar settlement. I'm Lisa Lacera, Fox News. The Justice Department has announced it'll pay out nearly $139 million to more than 100 people who accuse the FBI of mishandling sexual assault allegations against former USA Gymnastics Dr. Larry Nassar in 2015 and 2016.
The Department of Justice announcing the settlement stemming from an investigation that reported the FBI failed to take action regarding allegations of sexual abuse by Nassar. Nassar was accused of abusing hundreds of victims over the course of 2 decades and is currently serving a multiple decades-long prison sentence. The DOJ says they hope the settlement will give the victims, quote, some of the critical support they need to continue healing.
Fox's Ryan Schmelz in Washington. In Manhattan, hundreds of pro-Palestinian demonstrators gathered at a park near New York University for the second day. The group chanting and holding signs. Last night, police arrested about 150 people for blocking the street uptown at Columbia University. Tents were once again set up on campus after being cleared out over the weekend. Police have issued warnings that they will begin making arrests if the protesters don't move along. Speaker Mike Johnson said to meet with the Columbia University protesters tomorrow afternoon. The first day of testimony in former President Trump's hush money trial.
Former American media CEO and President David Pecker testified today he made a secret agreement to benefit former President Donald Trump's 2016 campaign. Pecker testified, quote, I would be the eyes and ears working with Trump's former lawyer, Michael Cohen, to suppress negative stories about Trump and publish negative stories about his opponents.
State FOIA to the New York Supreme Court. The judge still has not ruled on whether Trump violated the gag order against him. Court will resume Thursday. America is listening to Fox News.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for less. And for a limited time, new customers receive their second month free when they sign up and use promo code MONTHFREE by May 31st. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Progressive presents 10 things on a contractor's to-do list that are harder than getting a commercial auto insurance quote. Bidding a new client, giving an accurate estimate, finding affordable materials, getting a client to pay you for work you already did, getting a client to pay you, period, securing permits and workers and tools, getting those workers and tools to work together, and finding the perfect pair of overalls. Pockets, baby. But the easiest thing on a small business owner's to-do list? Seeing if you can save on commercial auto insurance. Get a quote in as little as 7 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage subject to policy terms and conditions.
This is a message for anyone with high LDL-C or bad cholesterol who has had or is at risk of having a cardiovascular adverse event. Merck is studying an investigational medication to see whether it may help lower the risk of future cardiovascular adverse events. Cardiovascular disease is the leading cause of death worldwide, and in the United States alone, there are over 73 million people living with high LDL-C. To learn about whether you may qualify, visit coralreefstudies.com now. Again, that's coralreefstudies.com.
Are you a mental health social work or child welfare professional? Consider a career as a certified wellness coach where you can make an impact working with children and youth. Learn more at cawellnesscoach.org. Supported by the California Department of Healthcare Access and Information.
Audible is your prime suspect for thrilling and mysterious audiobooks, podcasts, and originals. Get your adrenaline pumping with the latest shocker from James Patterson, The Justice. Fight Big Brother with a full cast, bold new take on Orwell's 1984. Solve a murder in the champagne room with desperate, deadly widows. Suspense, secrets, tension, twists. It's a killer lineup on Audible. Go to audible.com/killer to listen now.
The NBA playoffs are here, and we all know playoff mode is a thing. With everything on the line, the players are taking it to the next level, and fans need to match that intensity by streaming hype hits on the NBA Playoff Mode playlist. Don't miss the NBA Playoffs presented by Google Pixel on ABC, ESPN, TNT, and NBA TV. And elevate your game by listening to the NBA Playoff Mode playlist now at iHeart.com/playlist.
Hey guys, it is Ryan. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a bit of a fun fanatic when I can. I like to work, but I like fun too. It's a thing, and now the truth is out there. I can tell you about my favorite place to have fun, Chumba Casino. They have hundreds of social casino-style games to choose from, with new games released each week. You can play for free anytime, anywhere, and each day brings a new chance to collect daily bonuses. So join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Help DEA keep our community safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, April 27th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
Cervical cancer screenings, like a PAP or HPV test, can help prevent cervical cancer. Get started or get back on track with your cervical cancer screenings. Visit cdc.gov and check out the Inside Knowledge campaign to learn more about different screening options.
This is the Patriot AM 1150, an iHeart radio station.
From the headquarters of Ramsey Solutions, it's The Ramsey Show, where we help people build wealth, do work that they love, and create amazing relationships. I'm Ramsey personality George Camel, joined by best-selling author Rachel Cruz, also my co-host on Smart Money Happy Hour. And this is your show. This is where you call in and we'll talk about your life and your money right in front of you and in front of all of America and across the world now. We've gone international thanks to YouTube.
And podcasts.
And podcasts. So appreciate you guys tuning in and calling in. The number is 888-825-5225. All right, Hayden is calling from Houston, Texas to kick off this hour. What's going on, Hayden?
Hey, so I got a job opportunity to own and sell my own tools. I would own my own truck and everything, but the only thing is I would be going into a ton of debt. I'm thinking maybe $170,000 worth of debt.
Oh my gosh, for what?
To own my own tool truck. I'd be like a franchisee.
This opportunity comes at the cost. So you're basically buying into the franchise to the tune of $170,000?
Yes.
This feels like a great deal for them and a terrible deal for you.
Well, the thing is, I can make like $180,000 a year doing it.
Why don't you do it by yourself, on your own?
I mean, because I wouldn't even know where to start at that point. But I was talking to them. I have to put like 20% down out of pocket on the table, and they'll help me finance 80%.
I bet they will. I don't like this concept at all. What are you actually selling? What's the business?
I would be driving around to different shops and selling tools, and yeah.
to buy into it, you need to have the tool truck.
Yes, I would have to buy my own tool truck, and I was looking at prices for those. It range anywhere from $100,000 to $150,000 because it has to be newer and it has to be low miles.
Hayden, what are you doing now for work?
I work at a tire shop. I make $15 an hour, but the thing is, I'm only 19 years old, and
I think you were sold a dream, Hayden. Can I say that? Because sometimes in these positions, and I'm not going to say that this company is like immoral or lying to you, but they will it's a sales position, and so if you're not good at sales, you're not going to make 180, you're going to make 30, if that, right? So there's I understand that you'll probably get a commission, a percentage over all your sales, and they're probably saying you could make $180,000. But that's probably over a course of a long time of being able to, have clients and long-term relationships. I mean, like, there's probably a lot that goes into that. And I don't think it's just a light switch situation. And so they're probably selling you on something that sounds really good. And usually if things are too good to be true, sound too good to be true, they usually are.
And with a quick Google search, Hayden, I'm finding some very interesting information about people who are also inquiring about this. Young guys who are thinking they're going to make a lot of money. And there's a lot of wisdom on the internet. And so I would do some deep research and homework into this. Here's just a quote. This is not from me. Basically, they get you into a debt trap, force you to buy stuff you may not want, then they make it hard for you to support your customers with warranty claims and service. They said some people are making good money, they have good territory serving older clients, but with the internet and the next wave of mechanics coming through, they could be phasing out these trucks for the most part. And so that's my worry is, you see other people making money, you think that could be me, and then here you are sitting with 180 grand in debt and not making as much as you thought. And so if this was a degree, I would also tell you this is a bad idea.
Yeah, but I think that you're on the right path, Hayden. You work at a tire shop, mechanics, understanding that world, you're probably really good at it, right? And so I would look to see what other positions are out there to move yourself up. I'm like, I don't know, and being creative with what you know and what you have, I think it's going to serve you a whole lot better than jumping into something that, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to go.
And also, it's a sales job. So why not go apply for a sales job in that world? If you applied at Ramsey and we said, hey, you got the job, but you have to pay us 180 grand, you would laugh in our face. Right?
Yeah.
I would hope you would. So I'm glad you called us before you made a bad decision and called us saying, I went 180 grand into debt for this
you need a company,
Snap-on tool truck. What do I do now?
Yeah, that will equip you with what you need to succeed. And it's not all the risk is on you, Hayden. They don't have any risk. It's all on you. It's your personal loan that you're taking out to go deep into debt. So they have no risk. And that's I wouldn't play that game. And the 180,000 a year, man, that's a sales pitch. And again, I'm sure people make that, but that's over years and years and years and years and years and years. And so, I wouldn't do it, Hayden. Wouldn't do it.
Okay, good to know.
I know. Sorry to bust your bubble, but I do think there's other great opportunities out there that you can. Yeah, you're making 15 an hour. I think you could be making more, right? I think that the trades is something. It's a lost art these days, right? I'm like, there is something there that you can make great money doing this kind of stuff.
Do you want to go into the trades, Hayden? Would you actually want to become a mechanic, or do you want to stick to sales?
Well, I've talked to other people that I know that are mechanics. They said it's great for a hobby because right now I have a 91 Fed. The motor just blew up. I'm putting a new motor in there. So, I've worked in my own cars before, but I don't know that I could do that for a living.
You're talking to full-time mechanics, and they said it's a fine hobby, but don't get into it professionally?
Right, yeah.
That's very strange. Sounds like they don't want the competition from Hayden, giving them the smoke. But I would look into it. I'm gonna help you out because I want to help you take the right next step. And so our friend Ken Coleman, also Ramsey Personality, has some awesome tools to help people find the work they're wired to do. So I'm gonna hook you up with his Get Clear career assessment and his book From Paycheck to Purpose. So hang on the line, and I hope those resources help you figure out that next step, whether it is trades, sales, whatever it may be. But at 19, now's the time to just try a lot of things out. But the key is don't go into debt for any of it.
That's right.
Don't-
Thanks for calling, Hayden.
Hayden is not pleased.
We appreciate
He's
that.
not pleased with our advice. But you know what? I did
Sounded
my
like
good
a
deed for the
trap.
day if I steered him away from this 200 grand franchise quote opportunity.
Okay, what did you do? You just Googled the
I literally,
and
here's what I Googled, Hayden, in case you're wondering. I Googled
on DuckDuckGo, thank you.
Tool truck franchise cost Reddit, because Reddit is where they tell you the truth, Rachel. And so there's
I
a bunch
never
of
go on Reddit.
there's a
It
bunch
scares
of
me.
subreddits under tools and forums, and people are just sharing their story. People like Hayden saying, "Hey, what do you guys think about this tool truck franchise idea?" And so I go there just to see what the conversations are like.
Yes, yes. And I don't like when all the risk financially is on him and the company's not taking any. Like,
And it's not an MLM, but it is similar in the sense that there's an upfront, hey, you got to pay to get in, there's a startup cost, you got to pay us for the tools, and then, oh my gosh, the upside of how much money you can make. They're always promising you, they're showing you the testimonials from the 0.001% of people who actually made good money.
and the percentage of people that actually quit and then are left with all the debt, high percentage too.
There's the story, and we've seen that narrative happen, and so we speak out of love for Hayden and his future.
I know. Good luck, Hayden. We believe in you, though.
We're wishing you the best, man. More of your calls coming up. 888-825-5225. This is The Ramsey Show.
Guys, the real estate market is weird right now. So go with a mortgage company you can trust. Churchill Mortgage. Churchill is Ramsey trusted because they're reliable and focused on you. They've been doing things the right way for over 30 years, and they'll keep doing them the right way for 30 more. Learn more at churchillmortgage.com.
This is a paid advertisement. In MLS ID 1591 and MLSConsumerAccess.org. Equal housing lender. 1749 Mallory Lane, Suite 100, Brentwood, Tennessee 37027.
You want to know the secret to having more money and less stress? Well, it's not really a secret. It's simple. Budget with every dollar. Because here's the deal. You work hard for your money, and the key to keeping more of it in your pocket is by making a plan for your spending. When you budget with every dollar, you look every dollar you make in its pretty little president face, and you tell it exactly where you want it to go. Lincoln, you're paying for groceries this month. Washington, you're going to savings. Jackson, you're going to cover the grande half-calf no-whip white chocolate mocha habit with an extra pump made with soy. You know what? Scratch that coconut milk. We're going full keto. See, it's easy to get your money in order. It just takes a little bit of discipline, intentionality, and a budget. Every Dollar is the budgeting app that my wife and I personally use, and I love it because it's so simple and I never have to open Excel again. And even better, it comes with features that walk you through the entire budgeting journey so you always know your right next step. You don't have to figure this stuff out on your own. So don't wait. Go download Every Dollar for free in the App Store or Google Play today.
A break-in, flooding, or fire can cost you a fortune. That's one reason I recommend Simply